But today we are so excited because we are with the wonderful Heather Christie. I think the first time I saw Heather Christie, I was probably rocking out to her music. And she is quite a musician, a songstress, and someone that brings just delightful energy into every room that she walks into. And it's a real honor to be with her. And I've gotten to witness her journey is not only being, a singer, songwriter herself and a performer, but someone who also really is committed to helping other people find their own voices and amplify them in a really unique way. And that's why, as I was looking around, I was saying there's many great performers out there. There's many great storytellers. There's many great vocalists. But how those people, those unique people who not only feel a spark of life themselves, but feel committed to ignite others people's spark, those are special people. And those are the kinds of people that we've been gathering around. And so it's really my honor to introduce you to Heather Christie. And before I go any further, I just want to also just give you a little, we do a little shout out to Kelsey. Kelsey can wave her hand, Kelsey Barrett. She's one of the queens behind the scene, and she's helping everything go so smoothly. And you don't get to see everybody, but this is a collaborative effort this week to really bring all these classes and courses and opportunities to you. So I'd like to honor Kelsey for all that she's doing, all the care and consideration. So Heather, oh my gosh, here we are. She is a creative entrepreneur who founded the Holistic Music School. Isn't that cool? A musician entrepreneur who's created the Holistic Music School, Mind, Body, Music. She's a vocalist, a producer, a DJ. You may have seen one of her videos just go viral, 12 million views, I was just reading, of her keeping it real in terms of being a mom, being with her baby, breastfeeding, and DJing all at the same time. And it was kind of a beautiful moment. I really appreciated your post today. So you should really go check out her Instagram because she posts a lot of really beautiful things there. She has new music coming out. And her passion is helping people to awaken their creativity through music and expressive arts therapy. Heather has co-founded the music project Feral Fauna. Isn't these great names? Silk Deep, Honey Wild, and Sirens of the Soul, with Feral Fauna's tincture gaining viral recognition with millions of streams. I want Heather to come name some of my things. In 2016, she was on American Idol's Hollywood Week episode as a second round finalist. And today she's fascinated by the music of other cultures with her focus on writing, singing, producing her tribal house tracks, and releasing them on her label. For live shows, she DJs, sings, and dances, while her husband, Fear, an old friend, accompanies her on old instruments such as the sintir. I don't know if I'm saying that right, from Morocco. It could go on and on and on, but I think you guys really just want to get the goods from Heather. So I'm going to pass the baton or the mic, and we're really looking forward to this time with you today.
Thank you so much, Aaliyah. I'm so happy to know you and be a part of all the magic y'all are creating. Thank you for having me and inviting me. So that was a pretty thorough introduction. Hi, everyone. I just want to add that yes, I'm a musician, I'm a DJ and all these things. But I started as a performer, as more of an actor and a triple threat, if you will, acting, singing, and dancing. I really wanted to be on Broadway and all these things. And so as I grew up out of my childhood, I started to find the deeper desire behind all those things. And what it really was for me was this desire to use my entire channel as a human being, my body, my voice, my mind, my heart, my spirit, my soul, in orchestra together to create one singular intention, which was to transmit a message of meaning to an audience. And that's what it was always about for me. And all of my studies of the voice and dance from age 5 and all my performances and all the Broadway shows and everything that I've done, I've realized have all been to that end, to this goal of utilizing my every cell into becoming the perfect vessel for whatever's flowing through me. And so, after college, I went to a school called Tamalpa Institute where they teach expressive arts therapy. And so I would say that is a really good expression for what it is that I love and what it is that I do, which is weave together all these different kinds of expressive arts, singing, using the voice, movement, using the body, writing, drawing, and using them all to better understand the self so that you can better communicate and express and be the most effectively fully expressed being that you are able to be. And so that's what I'm really excited to do with you today and take us on a little journey to that end. And so I guess I just want to, hear from you a little bit. If you wouldn't mind typing into the chat, like who feels comfortable expressing themselves on stage? Like you can say me, or you could raise your hand. Generally, yes. Okay, cool. Anyone else feel pretty good, pretty open? Okay. All right, seeing a couple of yeses. Who feels, okay, cool. When I'm playing my native flute, not yet, sometimes. Depends on the medium. Nice. Totally. Okay, cool. Thank you for that feedback. And who feels really, really scared and kind of constricted around expressing themselves in front of people at this point in your life? I'm getting yes as a speaker, often more at home on stage than other places. This is cool. I sense that there's a big awareness in the group about, how the different medium around you affect how comfortable you feel. Sometimes too emotional. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Amazing. Wow. All right. Well, this is really, really great to hear. Yes to the last question. So you feel really constricted around expressing yourself in front of people. And this is really huge. A really big, skill that is a lifelong skill that we can be learning in all these different ways. And I feel that that's really what this summit is on some level helping you to learn, because storytelling, we're all storytellers, and there's all these ways that we can tell our stories. And it can be in front of one person, in front of a small group of friends, or in front of a huge audience. And so I want to just invite you for this next almost hour to just dream big, or allow yourself to move into the natural inspiration of what it is and how you really feel called to tell your story, and allow yourself to imagine that ultimate vision of you telling your story, whether that's in intimate settings or in front of grand audiences. And even if you don't feel like you're at your end goal now of how you want to be or feel expressed, I want to invite you, as we move through some of these exercises that I'm going to guide you through, to let your mind run free with that and just envision yourself in that space that you want to be. Okay. So for me, this really starts with the body. So our bodies are our greatest vessels of expression. Everything moves from here. Our emotions, our gut reactions, our voices, our gestures. And so these are some of the things I want to work on with you today, and at least get us more comfortable, 5% more comfortable even in this room, in this space together, from the center point of our bodies as our expressive vessels. So what the flow is going to look like is I'm going to guide you through some physical movement, warm-up exercises that's going to lead you into some vocal opening exercises. We're going to use our voices, yes. And then we're going to take that into a journaling experience where we are going to transmute all of what we just learned about ourselves onto paper, into word form. And then we're going to move into some sharing. Okay. So does that sound like a good plan? Sound accessible? And okay, perfect. So I want to invite you first to just allow yourself to get a little bit more comfortable. You can be seated, but make sure that you're feeling good. You're able to have your body in an upright position. If you need to take a little sip of water or bring some water next to you, or if you need to go close a door so that you can feel comfortable vocalizing in the space that you're in, just take a few seconds to do so. Okay. Expressing love. Expressing is different for everyone. Yes. All right, everyone. So I'll just invite you to join me now in closing the eyes down. Taking some big, deep breaths into the chest and into your belly, allowing yourself to fully arrive here. And on every exhale, I'm going to invite you to make an audible sound, as relaxed as possible. And open the jaw as much as you can on those exhales. So taking breaths at your own pace, send the inhales into your torso, your belly, and then exhale audibly with a big open mouth. Beautiful. Releasing and relaxing the jaw. We can hold a lot of emotional tension in the jaw, so it's important to loosen and relax that. So just keep taking some deep breaths here, a few more rounds, settling in. Need to burp or fart or sneeze or anything else too, that's welcome as you settle into the body. Beautiful. And then I want you to take some lip trills. So breathing in deeply and trilling the lips on the exhale. Relaxing and loosening the lips. Good. And as if that vibration is tangible, let it go to the rest of your body so that you're shaking out not only the lips, but the head, the fingers, the hands, the shoulders, shimmying in your seat with the booty. And continue to breathe and do those lip trails on the exhale. If there's any other sounds that want to come out, let those come out authentically. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Keep shaking it out. Awesome. Shake out whatever tension or nerves you may feel, or anything that doesn't serve you, anything that doesn't need to be here. Shake, shake, shake it out. Beautiful. Breathe in. Opening the mouth wide. Gorgeous. And then letting that evolve into some circles of the torso, moving counterclockwise, allowing the eyes to stay closed, bringing the head, neck, and shoulders into this circular motion as you continue breathing into the torso, into your spine, really sending that inhale deep and exhaling audibly. Letting it feel really good. Letting it feel like an inward massage as you exhale and inhale those deep breaths. Beautiful. And then circling the other direction, breathing into the spine. Exhale, long audible sigh. Couple more rounds of breath here in this direction. Good. And as you find your way back to stillness, go ahead and stack your vertebrae on top of each other, feeling into a sensation of alignment and elongation in the spine, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down, inviting your tailbone to drop, drop, drop and anchor deep into the earth, and breathing into the rib cage, expanding the rib cage, and then inhale, bringing the top of the head, inviting it upwards into the sky as if you're connected to a silver string, so that you are at once elongating down into the earth and up into the sky, bringing the shoulders up, back, and down, feeling spaciousness in between each vertebrae. And feel the body here, feel your torso, feel how much is here, how much is in you. And just feeling a sense of readiness. And breathe into the stillness, the silence, feeling the buzz of your cells after you've woken them up with a little bit of movement and sound. And just see if you can rest in the pleasurable sensation of this stillness, of this silence that comes before every move we make, every sound we make. And just tune into your vessel here, your body, your physical awareness. What's there? What's alive? Seeing if you can pinpoint a place in the body that feels most alive, whether that's with a negative connotation or positive connotation. See if you can go there, send some breath into that space in the body. Audible exhale. Good, beautiful. And envision yourself as just perfectly perched in between the past and the present, not leaning forward, also not leaning back, just available. And envisioning through the top of your head, this energy of a vessel, like your spine and your central column are hollow, like bamboo, so that you may allow and invite that which is coming through you in, your story in, the stories around you, the stories that you're meant to tell in. Just see if you can hang on to this feeling for a moment longer. Breathe into it, that beautiful silence. And then shake it all away. Good. We're going to do a toning exercise that I like to do for the voice. So coming into the voice deeply. This is using the chakra system. So our energy centers up along the spine have 7 traditional energy centers in Sanskrit. And so I like to use those as a guiding force. But this is really about coming into deeper sensation with our voices and the ability to send our voices into our own bodies so that we may become more intimate with the timbre, tone, texture, feeling, and sensation of our voices in our own bodies, okay? And in our own vessels, because right, the more that we speak outward or want to speak outward or sing outward or be witnessed and received outward, the more that we get to connect inward, because you can think of it like an infinity symbol, like with you as the nexus. The more that you send the voice within and inside and sense your internal interoception, your internal sensing of the body, the more that fullness, that authenticity, that realness can be felt on the outside with other humans, with your audience. Okay, so yes, this is very exciting. Everyone feeling good? Still with me? Yeah, okay, amazing. Okay, so we're going to go within again, close the eyes. We're going to start at the very base of the spine. So the very, very bottom of your torso where your butt cheeks meet the earth or the seat, you're going to envision yourself again anchoring to the earth. And we're going to do one long tone of ah for every chakra, for every point in the energy system going upwards. And we're going to allow our pitch to rise naturally as we go up. So it'll sound like ah, but it will be your own pitch. So I don't want you to match mine necessarily. I want you to try to listen and tune in and sense from your own body the pitch or the note that your voice that part of your body wants to resonate at, and that what pitch feels like it's going to open up that part of your body the most. Does that make sense? Okay, beautiful. So let's just take one cleansing breath before we begin. Inhale and exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. All right. So first breath in at the very base of the spine, first chakra, inhale deeply to begin, and then a low tone of ah. Ready? Ah. Gorgeous. Inhaling, bringing the hands up to the pelvis area, space of creativity, sexuality. Breathe in here and send the ah into this part of the body a little bit higher up the scale. Ah. Squeeze the belly, squeezing all the air out at the end, using the entire breath for the note. Gorgeous. Inhale, hands to the solar plexus, the belly, up above the belly button, space of self-empowerment and direction. Inhale here, a little higher, ah. Ah. Exhale, squeezing the belly, all the breath out. Use all the breath. Beautiful. Inhale, hands up to the heart, the chest, space of love, compassion, and connection. Breathe it in. Inhale here. Ah. Squeeze the belly, all air out. Hands to the throat. Inhale here, space of communication and really gentle ah here. Breathing in. Ah. Good. Staying connected to the lower part of the body as we move up, and breathing in, hands to the temples and the third eye, space of intuition and magic. Breathe in here, sending the voice into this space. Exhale, squeeze all air out. Beautiful. And inhale, final chakra, top of the head. Open yourself, your channel up to the sky, divine purpose, higher intention, higher power, greater powers that be. And let's take one cleansing breath here. And we're going to ding a crystal bowl. So it's a clear, high, pure tone of ooh. Okay, so everyone breathing in together. I felt that. That was some clarity in the house, everyone. Amazing. Thank you. And we're going to take a couple of quick sirens. So imagine the voice spilling out as if you're pouring over a teacup or a teapot. So from top to bottom, all in one long stretch of your breath. So, okay, ready? Let's do it together and all the way down. So inhale deeply, top to bottom. All the way into the earth. Yes, you can do it. Stretch out the middle of the note the most. We often rush. So let's do that again. Really stretching out the middle of the note. Inhale deeply again. Good. And one more time, bottom to top now. Breathing in deeply. Yes. So that's just a little bit of warming up the muscle of your voice, which is good to do before any speaking engagement or singing of any kind, or just generally, in your day, because opening and stretching the muscle of your voice is like doing yoga, the yoga of your voice. And how much do we speak in our day, and how often do we have to get our truth across? And the more that we're working with the voice as a muscle and as a tool, the more we can feel comfortable and embodied in it and with it. So even if you don't consider yourself a singer, these warm-ups are really great tools to have. Even if you do just like 5 minutes in the morning of singing your favorite song, right? To get that alive and warmed up, and actually singing and vocalizing can really move energy through you quicker than anything else. So if you're feeling emotionally hung up or stuck about anything, just sing for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and I promise that will move your energetic system faster than anything else. It's good. I feel better. I feel better already. How are you feeling after that? Okay. So I want to bring our attention to a tool, the most powerful tool really in singing as well as speaking, which is our core. And if you've heard of the diaphragm, it's the little muscle right below where the ribs come together. But I like to think of it as a whole core. And so this is the power center of our voices. This is the motor and the engine. And so we have to act like that. We have to feel the strength coming from there. All too often we try to muscle and tense using our vocal cords, which creates vocal fatigue and frying in our vocal cords, because they rub together like this and they create friction and it wears our voices out. And so if we can think of relaxing everything from our shoulders up, we're just relaxed from here up, and the part of us that's doing the work is down here, right? We're not holding, we're not like constraining really tightly, but we are inviting a gentle, engagement in the core. And so I want us to practice this together. And so what the sensation is it's inviting the belly button towards the spine. So you're not puffing the belly out, you're engaging the muscles of the belly by inviting them just gently towards the spine so that you feel a light engagement in your core. So see if you can do that. Just first and foremost, engage, okay? And then let it go. Do that a couple more times. Engage, okay? Feeling that holding, and let it go. And if you'll also notice, doing that invites more structural integrity in your spinal column as well. It forces you to kind of sit up straighter. So this is a tool that I learned from all my dance years, but as well as singing. And so where it comes into play is when we project the voice out. I want you to hear the difference between hey and hey. Right? So the first one was fully relaxed belly, straining from here, hey. And then the second one was inviting the belly button towards the spine, light engagement, feeling the weight and the power of the voice from here, hey, hey. Okay? So you can try that yourself a couple times. Feel the difference. Hey. Engage. Hey. Whew. A lot more power, right? Good. And so, what I want us to do is feel that in an exercise. So and if you do yoga, it's also like a breath of fire. You're like, it's like that kind of engagement. It's a quick engagement at the beginning of a note or at the beginning of what you're saying. And it's just, what you want is for it to become second nature and automatic. So what I want us to do is go ha, 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 using that principle of engaging the core. Okay, it's gonna be fun. All right, are you ready? Inhale deeply, and then light engagement. Ha, ha, ha. Open the mouth. Ha. Good job. Okay, and we're gonna do it again, this time looking off sort of at the edge of the room. And imagine your voice actually carrying and reaching through the wall as if it's going beyond the room that you're in with the engagement, propelling the voice. Okay, so inhale deeply. Ha, ha, ha. It also, doing this allows your note to, and your voice to carry out longer. Your lungs have more capacity than you think. How does this feel? Does this feel different for anyone? Can you pop in the chat if this is feeling like something new to you? If it's making sense, if it's not making sense, feel free to share. Dizzy, yeah. Totally. Gotta inhale and breathe. It's also pumping a lot of oxygen through your system. Makes sense and feels great to be so conscious of where my voice is coming from. Awesome. Conscious, something I've experienced. Great. Yes, burp again, burping, farting, like off gassing is very appropriate in this. Got it. Power versus no power. Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, I love it. You're cleansing, everyone. Intention and focus. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to drink a little water. I encourage you to do so too, because this is also, it's using a lot of energy. Okay. Amazing. So can you start to see how becoming physically aware of your container and your vessel and the voice that moves through it can truly help you as a storyteller and as a communicator, a performer of any kind? I hope it's starting to make sense because it's such a core part of the practice and the process. And so truly, my work is really always coming back to the body. And there's always these stories as well that live in the body too. And so the different parts of our body can hold consciously or subconsciously different stories and patterns that we picked up from our lives, from our childhood. And the more conscious we can be about what these stories are inside of us and inside of our bodies, the more, clear our vessel can be to transmit and communicate the stories that we are here to tell and share. And so I want to move into a little journaling exercise now. So if you want to go ahead and grab a notebook, or you could just open up notes on your computer. I'm just going to lay out some questions for you. And you can allow yourself to take stock of your body here, as well as allow your imagination to go. Okay. And this is going to be a little bit of an exploration for you. So I want you to take 5 minutes to really sense through your body where these answers lie. And that's where I want the answers to come from. And the last question is a little bit more of an imaginative question. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little song on for you and give you about 5 minutes. Or let's see, I wonder if I can share my audio. May I share audio, please?
Why, yes, you can. I think I just need to make you a co-host. Hold on.
Okay. And there's the questions I just popped in the chat. And go ahead and take some moments here to tune in. And feel free to close your eyes. And I'll call you back when we're ready. Taking just a few more moments to wrap up your thoughts. All right. Thank you for going there. And I'm going to ask you to join some breakout rooms now of about 3 or 4. And I want you to get the chance to chat with each other and share one thing that stood out for you about this self-exploration and this writing. That could be where you feel least expressed, just something that is the most surprising to you maybe, or just feeling the most alive to you. And I'm going to give you about, just say 1 minute each to share, 1 to 2 minutes. And then we'll call you back. We'll do a brief share and then we'll close it up together. Okay. So.
And then Heather, would you like to have 3 or 4 participants per breakout room, or 3 or 4 breakout rooms total?
3 or 4 participants per room. So
okay, got it.
Maybe like 8 breakout rooms.
That's right.
I got it. I made it.
I made it too.
Oh, okay. Well, no, you got it.
Okay.
We're so enthusiastic back here.
I love it. All right. Have fun.
Okay. Off. Everyone's time traveling now into their breakout rooms.
Yay.
Leah?
I guess.
Leah? Leah, are you there?
I think she joined a breakout room.
No.
She's here. I think we should, if we can, press pause on the recording because it will just keep recording our space.
Okay, so as we're coming back and taking our final few minutes here together, I'd love to hear in the chat what one area of focus you would like to take forward with you is. So whether that be the part of your body, whether that be the part of your body where you feel the least expressed, or the resource that you landed on to be able to give that part of yourself, or that vision of your most expressed self that you're walking towards. What's one area of focus that you are feeling committed to moving forward in your life with. And please feel free to share that in the chat and write it in your journal as well. Continued chakra exercises to help the least expressed area, my gut. Amazing, Elaine. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, every day, and your gut will thank you. Your whole body will thank you. Cellular awareness and ground that. I love it. Beautiful. My technical proficiency on the guitar. Beautiful. Protecting my voice from the ravages of age. Yep. I love that. That's real. Mindful breathing. Giving my ankles happy movement time to music without the weight of my body. Beautiful ankles. Yeah. And giving my body and voice more brief wake up opportunities throughout the day. I love that. Brief wake up opportunities. That's what we're all about. It doesn't have to be lengthy or crazy. Walking. Yeah. Walking is so simple and nice to help you feel in the flow and connected. Committed to remembering my breath as a resource for my solar plexus and its connection to heart and womb. And apply our Aborigines Kawamana healing protocols. Beautiful. Stretching for my joints. Yes. I feel it in my heart, between my lungs. So much depth. Amazing. These are all so profound and specific and real. So thank you for going to that point where you got the clarity to see where that area of work and commitment is. Not work, but more just commitment. And I like how Elaine was saying, or we were speaking about just owning that part of herself that maybe felt disowned. So calling back the part of yourself that has been feeling like distant from yourself so that you may integrate it with these practices and then come from that more holistic and complete space as an expressive vessel that you are. And so I want to, just invite you to continue doing any of what I shared today, any of these practices. The name of the piece of music was called Heart Chakra by Beautiful Chorus. I'll just go ahead and paste the link in the chat on Spotify. And one more share, continue to feed my connection to my culture and spirit that gives me strength to move beyond my physical and mobility limits. Yes, beautiful. The spirit is that which transcends. Thank you for that. So potent, so much in this group. I can feel so much soulfulness, so much spirit and aliveness. And I just want to thank you for going there and going on the journey. And I would love to see some of you in my class that I'm teaching in the spring. It's called, I forget what I'm calling it, to be honest. It might be called Embody Song. And it
is called Embody Song. And here I'm going to put the link to it right here for everybody.
Great. Yeah. So it's going to be in May. So you have a bit of time before that happens, but we're going to be going through the elemental journey of vocal embodiment and what that means, as you can see, very physically in the body, as well as translating into the voice and into these other avenues of written expression and sharing with each other. So if you're feeling this, if you're feeling the call to more of this kind of somatic based work, I really encourage you to sign up or message me on is it the Mighty Networks group, Leah, that they could reach out to me? I think there's a community somewhere if you have questions about the work or anything, or honestly, just DM me on Instagram. As Leah said, I'm really active on there. So you can find me on there at heatherchristie.love. I'll put that in the comments as well. And just, I would love to, hear any of your shares or any of your questions about any of this. So I'll leave it there. And Leah, if you have anything else to say about any of it.
Sure. First of all, just like, holy cow, thank you so much, Heather. That was a really informative class. And, Heather talked about what it is to be a triple threat. And when you start off, they're like, can you don't just be good at one thing. Can you be an embodied performer? Can you sing, dance, act? And can so many people, and I'll confess this, I ignored the voice classes because I didn't think And then, you know, when you were bringing back that place of really engaging that diaphragm, it's like, it's so important to us as storytellers to understand how to engage our true power, because it's not the resonance, our influence, what's left behind isn't left behind by how loud we speak. It's left behind by the potency of what we say and how we say it in our resonance. When we speak from that place of power, when we speak from that place of our body and confidence, people can hear us better. And I love what you brought to us, Heather. It was fun. It was beautiful. And I just cannot say enough good things about this beautiful woman, and a beautiful inside and out, literally radiant being. And I really encourage you to register for her class. It's going to be great. And I know it may, my God, it's like, it's going to be around the corner, but it seems like so far away from now. But since it is so far away from now, we will give you guys an early bird special, which the early bird special has pretty much passed for all of our fall classes, but for May, we will definitely give that for the next week. And I'll also just put a little shout out that we've got 2 more classes today, which is kind of outrageous if I don't say so myself. And I'm posting them right here. Alicia Datner, another beautiful human that lives in the LA region, is going to be talking about the sacred and the profane, how to bring humor to our storytelling. Very active and engaging class. And then Hawatia is coming in from Australia. It'll be morning for her, evening for us, but she'll be talking about the language of listening, and specifically through Indigenous perspective. Very different kind of course. So I am so excited to bring this really wide range, diverse kinds of all these different threads that together we have a fantastic fabric for the School for Sacred Storytelling. And Heather, I look so forward to getting to see you in live, hopefully sooner than later.
Yes, neighbor.
Yes. And I just want to encourage everyone to put a couple of things in the chat. Like, what did you receive? What are you walking away with? What do you want to anchor in? You know, and it's like, these are the ways that we really get to take it home. You're going to walk out of here and your Facebook feed's going to happen and your cell phone's going to go off and people are going to want things and you have to start making a meal, and it's so easy for it all to dissipate. So I just want to invite you to put it in the chat box and just anchor in one thing, one practice that you want to keep alive in your system, alive in your practice. I'll be doing that breathing. I loved that breathing exercise. And otherwise, I invite you to take yourselves off mute and to let's send off Heather with a beautiful send off and say thank you so much. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Great job. Thank you.
Peace and blessing.
Hey.